I said numbers and forms in this form are assigned to the next one. What are some ways in which you can read? That you can read.
You know? Something to think about.
Oh, no, 5 to 6 hours? No, not that.
I don't know how long it's sort of like saying like sort of like 5 to a second. Yeah, it's also 5 to a second.
Dude, I can read it at 5 to
It's also 5 to a second.
Let's say Brianna, just say Brianna.
5 to a second.
Okay, now let's move to number 8.
Ma'am?
Ready? You ready, Victor?
Yep.
When you find the value of an expression 5 to the second power, you are squaring the number 5. The number is 24. Number 25 is called the square of 5. Why do you think the number 25 is called the square of 5? Draw a model in my notes space as part of your explanation. Why do you think
because 5 equals 25.
Yeah, because look, why do you think the number 25 is called the square of 5? Because
5 times 2.
no, what's the answer? So you want to tell us?
Sort of like this. 5 to the second. 5.
Where?
So you see, like the second one, it's like 2 to the 5, equals 5 to 5. Like the other number time was higher. It would be 12. What? 7 times 7.
Oh, I get you.
Draw a picture, right?
5 to the second. 5 times 5.
Oh, so like you gotta draw like this. So you gotta draw
A floor?
Yeah, you draw
Okay. How big should your floor be?
5 squared by 5 squared.
Could you do that in your models notes section? I don't know, show me. I want that floor. Can I pick any color tile I want? All right. Now, how is that going to model 25? What do you think? Count them.
That's like 5 length times width.
Okay, now explain that to Ernest. Explain that to Ernest because he hasn't started his model
Because
yet.
like, no, it's on the floor. And then we do it on length times width. So it's going to be 5 times 5. Now I had 10 plus 15 equals 25.
It's sort of like this. Okay, it's like this. See, right here, 5 to the second power. So it's like going the same number, going against another same number. It's not 2 or any other number. So 5 times 5, then equals 25.
So what do you know about squares? If I have a square and my side is 5,
In each row there's 5 of them. And then
No, because like the same, because like square, all sides are the same.
all right, then I need to see that in my model.
So if one side is like one number, all the sides are the same number.
Okay, show me.
Like
Show me in your model.
like one side is 5.
Okay. Are you seeing in his model now? He's labeling it, so it's even easier for me to follow. Good. Is this 5 across? Count again. Okay. And then I like the way you're doing this to make it super clear. So you could do it this way if you want, or you could do it this way. Because he's drawing each square inside separately. What will that prove? How many should you have inside there? You count them up.
Should be 25.
Should be 25, right? Okay. Good job. Squares, right? They're squares of the number, because it says number, then square. How'd you know that this was n squared? How'd you know to put that?
Well, I thought apparently actually matters. Everything that's the answers for here, basically everything that's the pattern that I found.
So,
Because like, you know,
did you see a pattern in this? Okay.
An area, and then you have the sides, you know, the inside. Because you know the inside, you know
Perfect. Okay. So I love it. Since you don't know the number, you just take whatever number you pick. You could put any number in there, right? Like 12. If you needed to find 12 squares, what would that be? Take, like they didn't give you 6, did they? You could 6 in for n. So you got the idea. All right, so that chart looks great. Let's look at the next chart. This time they're giving you the number. Where did you see this number? 4 before. Oh, and what are you supposed to do with that 4 now? Okay, we're going to turn it into a square root. So if you want to use that radical, which I see a lot of you using, you can put the radical around that 4. So do that. Put the radical in the top number here. And then tell me, what's that magic question for square root? Do you know? Did they give you one? What does it say about square root right here?
Well, find the square root. Square root of 36
Okay, but that doesn't tell me my answer, does it? So if I want to know what the square root of 36 is, how do we figure that out? It is 9 divided, isn't it? Okay, so here's the magic question. You need a question here to ask yourself. You know how you get a magic question when you're multiplying? It's just kind of like fast addition, right? So if I want a 3 times 5, how would you get that product? How would you get to it? 3 times 5. You could have 5 sets of 3, right? Okay? So let's do this now for square root. You have to come up, this is a brand new operation, isn't it? So we got our 4, and the magic question I want you to think about in your head is, what number, let's go back to our square. Do you have a model for up here? You see that model for 25, I've not seen it in anybody's book. That's kind of an important question. Remember this one up here? It says about 25. Draw me a picture of what a model of square is for 25 squares. What will that look like? Because the first table is telling you about how much is this side? How much is this side? 5. How much is this side? So on the same side, 5. So you said really like 5 times 5. Now let's go to reverse operation. Now I'm going to tell you I have this square. It's 25 units inside. What is the measure of my side? Hi, so now we're going the reverse way. So now I'm telling you, I have a square that has 4 units in it. Ready? Here's my picture. 4 units. What is the measure of my side? 2. So you're trying to find out what number times itself. Remember, since it's a square, both sides have to be the. So now I'm going to ask another one. Ready? It's not even in there. 36. What's the measure of each of my sides, my square? So now what is the difference between these two charts? One is if y'all want to be Kinda. One square and one is? Okay. So what's that magic question that you're going to ask yourself when you're trying to figure all this out? What number? You might want to write that question down there. It might be helpful. I would like to hear, let me see. I do have at least one group that is done, so let me hear from the first group that is done. If you're not done, you can keep adding silently while we listen to the other group, because I do want to hear what they have to say. You're done? Okay. See if it's very quiet. I'd like to hear from this group. Ready? You don't have to write your name, just tell me. Wait a second. Go ahead. Say that one more time for me. Now, if you are sitting in your seat and you already wrote your answer for 13, but you hear something great that you'd like to add, I would add it. Go ahead, say that one more time, but a little slower and a little louder.
The square root of any number is any smaller number multiplied by itself to equal that.
Oh. How many people like that answer? That's kind of cool, all right. Let me hear some else over here. What do you got? Kobe?
This is a little less but I know about square roots. It's a number signing itself 5 times 5 equals 25. Base and exponent, product using the base and the factor twice.
Did you hear those math terms? I heard some factor, I heard base. Say it one more time, the last part, Reggie. Thank you. Go ahead. Let me hear this part right here, starting from here.
It's a number multiplied by itself. Base and exponent, product using the base and the factor twice.
So we like that, using the base. Do you see where the base, that big number? He's using that new terminology. I love it. Okay, love when you guys use words that you just learned. Let's hear this group. Not quite yet. Okay, are you ready? Okay, come on. All right. 13.
The square root of a number means that a smaller number was multiplied by itself.
Smaller numbers. Say it one more time. I just have to process this, so sometimes I need to hear it twice. Say it one more time for me. Please, nice and loud.
The square root of a number means that a small number was multiplied by itself.
Multiplied by itself again. Okay, keep hearing that coming up. Mohamed?
He said, and you divide by even can like the answer like things
I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you to repeat that one more time.
Every time you divide an even number, the answer will be because 64
That is true. You just gave us a new fact. Isn't that true? If we take the square root of an even number, will we get an even number to come out? Let's think about it. Let's see, square root of 16. It's 4. Square root of 64. 8. Something to think about. How about this group over here? Girls, I love the fact that everyone was listening to you. Now it's your turn to listen to them. Add anything in your answer that you hear that you'd like to put in. Go ahead.
Square root of a number means what number multiplied by itself equals this number. Example, square root 36 times 6.
Okay, one more time loud.
The square root of a number means what number multiplied by itself equals this number. Example, square root 36, 6 times 6.
Okay, and if you were taking one of those tests and it asked you, first of all, the question asked you to say a complete sentence, and you did. Did you notice that? Did you notice that he said a complete sentence? Several of you did. But I'm just reminding you, make sure that you do exactly what they asked for. And then again, a nice example. This sounded really good. Did I miss